right, here we are, Mac Arm Wrestling, Major Arm Wrestling Championship podcast. Here with the studs, we got Victor Belov by way of Alberta, Canada, via Russia. Boo! And then we got Clifton Erickson by way of the best country in the world, the US of A.
USA.
Yeah.
Freedom fart.
What we're gonna do for when your match starts is we're gonna play that fucking Rocky music. You know,
I was just gonna say,
with the
come
glove.
on, we got to do it.
Yeah, we also don't want to be shut down. So and sued by Stallone and all that kind of stuff. What in the hell did I just do? Can you guys hear me still?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I do not.
Yeah, I can hear it, but I wish I had my headphones because I can fucking. It's hard.
What is going on? Okay. Why am I disappeared?
Well, you know what?
What?
I actually have my laptop with a web camera.
What
I don't
did
know. Whatever. It's fine.
Okay, hold on.
I'll deal with it.
Is that's this. Hey, I'm back, everybody. That was some weird, that's the first time it's happened to me. I mean, I'm not a huge podcaster. This is only my sixth podcast, but it's my sixth podcast in like 4 days of doing this. So yay to me. All right. So like I said, we got two guys here on the main card. Big up-and-comers, one representing Canada, one representing the United States. And I got to tell you, Victor.
What?
I was talking to Clifton, and he was like, I feel so bad for Victor. He's like, I like him. He's a good guy. He's like, but I'm bringing so much heat that it's going to put you into retirement. I think you said something to that effect, right, Clifton? You were like, man, this guy doesn't know what's coming. He's like, he thinks I'm the guy that pulled John Terrian. That's like, I'm going to throw John Terrian off the table. I was like, oh, God. I was like, oh, my God, what's next? You're going to beat them all in consecutive. He's like, yeah, no problem. So what do you got to say to that, Victor? By the way, that was all ad-lib by me. I just starting shit. He never said any of that. But he is confident, and he does think he's going to win. Is that correct, Clifton?
That's beautiful attitude. That's how you want to approach any super match, to be honest.
Hey,
when you have your opponent, like, it doesn't really matter who this opponent is. So that's the mentality. You have to approach any super match. Believe in your victory. Be powerful. And be ready your dreams to get crushed. But it's the only way. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's what we want to hear about dreams getting crushed at Mac. No, we want dreams to happen, but here's the reality, guys. Win or lose, if it's a banger, that's all people give a shit.
Yes. From the viewer standpoint, I totally agree with you. Yes.
Yeah, like it's good. You got one of you is going to be disappointed at the end of the day because the match ends when it's a 3-2 victory or 3-0 or whatever. First race to 3, right? Whoever gets the third match, the career kind of takes a trajectory turn for them. But I also don't think it's the end for the loser, because the argument will always be, well, shit, if Erickson won that or Clifton won that. Remember I kept telling you. I think of his last name before I think of his first name. I go, if Clifton wins, yes, he's going to move on to the bigger and better things. But if it's close, it's not like we just put you by the wayside. We also have to put you with a high caliber 200-pounder. Just to confirm, it's 200 pounds, right?
215.
Oh, 215.
215. My bad. I should probably know that. Anyway, 215. But at the end of the day, I don't know if I explained this correctly, but we allow you to challenge 2 weight categories. Okay, so like you keep accumulating wins, whether they're a 220, victory or a 200. or 180. Depends. Like if you're a guy who struggles to get to 200, but you're like a 195 guy, you can challenge the 200 or the 180 belt. You know, you guys at 215 having a match, your next opponents can be either or. You know, especially if you're gearing towards looking at a champion. You know, this event, we have 3 belts. We almost had 4 belts. But we just couldn't justify the 4th belt. One of the guys is due for a shot. His opponent needs, like, we almost didn't make the Kirsten won a title one, but you know he's been kicking ass, and his loss to Bojidar, that's exactly what I was getting at. Look at his
loss was very close. Like he performed really well, extremely well.
Ian,
yeah,
send your link on Messenger to Brian.
Fuck him.
Okay. All right. Well, I sent it anyway. I sent it to his. Anyway. Okay, I guess I'll do that. And,
he's being a nitpicky bitch right now. Okay.
No kidding. Like, how many times do I have to send it to him? Jeez. All right, he got to throw. Oh, he's been on for what? Zach. We can throw Zach on there if he wants. Zach.
I love Zach. Every time he pulls, it's a pleasure to my eyes.
So I just posted it in the chat, guys. So if you just want to jump on and you have some relevant takes on this match, because I actually think, as crazy as it sounds, I don't know if you guys have seen the full card. Oh my God, even our prelims just got fucked. We have awesome matches on the prelims that I on any other card would have on a main card. Have you guys heard of Emil Andersson from Sweden? So Emil beat the Steel Giraffe. Okay.
Shit.
Yeah. And he just finished second behind Coach Ray at EVW tournament, which was bananas. Like the level of competition at their tournament. I hope they do, like, I hope they splice and slice. Like, for them, if they were smart, they would like edit that video, start putting it on their socials, because they had some crazy matches. Did they have some? They had a break arm. That was Brad Grundy broke a guy's arm. Oh God, it was like I was so close to it, and the noise, it made me. I was like, oh, I couldn't handle it, man. It was tough, and I felt so bad for the guy, and I felt bad for Brad.
Brian is on backstage.
Oh shit! You want to be the moderator of this, there?
I got it. I'm here for us all.
You suck, Ian.
The judge is here.
I really do suck at this, actually. I'm just, it was a tasking from the Mac board. They're like, okay, someone's got to do these podcasts, and you're not doing anything particular. You're basically the most useless guy in Mac, so I guess you're going to have to do it. And I'm like, that's actually true. Yeah, I'm the most useless guy in Mac. Like, I have no special skills, right, other than talking, and that's arguable. I'm not a great talker either. But anyway, we got why does it say to remove you?
Because Victor said "fuck me."
Yeah, it's got everybody's clear, and then on you it just has remove. Like it's ready to
It
go.
doesn't surprise me. Did I show you my stat card the other day?
No.
Zeros.
Zeros? How's that
kept
possible?
coming out zeros. Yeah.
I put it in the chat, the link, so I think you guys can jump on there if Zach wants to come on. Anybody can come on, but let's oh fuck. Jesus. Clifton. Did you see that? Clifton, did you see that? Do that again, Victor. Do that again, Victor. That's awesome.
It's the angle. Yeah, it's all about the angle of the lighting.
That's the angle. That's quality. Oh shit, Clifton, you're in trouble.
That's a guy that doesn't train.
Shit. You're in trouble, bro. You're in trouble. I've never seen Victor like that. You want to see not impressive?
Victor actually weighs
no definition.
There you go.
The what? What do you say, Clifton?
Vic, you weigh more than me right now.
Wow.
Oh, beautiful. Now I can hear you guys. Thanks God. All it took is someone to call me. So I dropped the phone call. Beautiful. Now I can hear you because I could barely hear you guys. I'm weighing 210.
Oh no. Okay.
Ah,
You
so
might get close then.
it's funny. So I dropped lower than 215. So then when I travel, I can still eat and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm 211 right now.
Oh,
Clifton.
well, what's your height?
Why
You're
are you
what,
trying to copy me? Why are you trying to copy me?
Well, I want to eat. I hate not eating. Like when I seen that weigh-ins were 6 p.m., it kind of gave me heartbroken syndrome here because
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, I want to eat some more. But
Okay. Let me just clarify on that.
215 is the
I'm
weight
going to
cap,
talk
right?
to the board, and I'm going to say this:
yes, Brian.
if you make it to the hotel early and you find me, and I have the scale in my hand, I'm going to talk to the board to see if we can get that. Let's say by noon. Okay. And that way you guys can rehydrate and stuff like that. But right now, as it stands, it's 6 p.m. because that's what we wrote. All right.
Yeah.
But like if you're like killing yourself and you feel like you're going to be sick, I'll talk to the board and just see if we can get it reduced to noon. Fair enough?
Brian, I'm not killing myself. I've been literally the day that you told me that we were going against each other, I started my cut. So I've been cutting for 2 months. So I'm
You
fine.
look healthy. You look really
Both
healthy.
coming in under.
Both of you look very, very Russian. Honestly, Victor, like if I was to think, I don't know you, right? And I was like, draw a Russian in my head. What would he look like? It would be fucking you right now. Like, no kidding. Does he not look very Russian? Holy shit. Yeah. I literally shit my
Russian from Russia.
you frowned at me and my bowels released. I'm like, oh God.
That's a hard language to learn. I've been trying to learn it, and I can't even.
I know.
remember it.
Dos Vidania. I know. What was it?
Yeah, but some of the words are like not even just saying them. You have to have a certain.
No. Why do you guys have such a fucking weird alphabet? Like, is it because you don't want anybody to like learn how to, like, you guys can write your language in regular numerals, right?
What do you mean? Fucking numerals,
Well, your name-
numerals? Like, what do you
Your
mean,
name is
numbers?
Victor. Your name
No.
is Victor, right? And we can
Yeah.
read it. So I'm sure there's
Yeah.
Victor and hen
It would be
scratch.
spelled different in Russian, though.
It's can I access the chat? I'm curious. Can I chat? So in Russian it's gonna be like this. So it's gonna be bink top.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see?
Yeah.
How do I see it?
I took a course and I couldn't. It was hard to, you know what? Knowing English, trying to learn Russian is really hard.
Hold on.
Really hard.
Oh, I can change how things go here. Huh?
Oh yeah.
When I'm doing this, is it affecting your guys' screen or no?
Oh, it's moving us around. That's cool though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no,
Hey,
you can do that. You can pick the layout and stuff.
what do you use for your podcast?
Restream we use now.
Oh, okay.
I
I'm
like
on.
it. I'm hooked on it.
This is StreamYard. I don't mind it. It's pretty. Like if I can use it, then it's pretty much idiot proof, right? Because there's not a bigger idiot in the game than this guy technology wise. So Jesus.
Whoa. Holy mother. Yeah.
God, this is a PG-13 show, man. Woo, start throwing out the dollars.
Yeah,
All right,
you gotta watch.
let's,
striked or something.
Hey, is Zach coming on? Just
He said he's just cooking. Did you don't read the chats yet?
I'm
just cooking. I can join here in a bit. Hopefully, love the card. Yeah.
So I'm guessing all of you have access to the chat.
Yeah. Well, I have multiple monitors. I got multiple monitors, so I got the YouTube page up on one. I got StreamYard up on this one. Right? You gotta have it set up properly. You need to
flies on us, buddy. I only got the laptop going. I could probably put up my phone.
Oh no, you know what? You can hook a monitor into the laptop too. So what you should do is hook up a monitor also. Then you got two screens. You can see the YouTube stream, and then you can run StreamYard.
I'll do that. I'll do that next time because I do have an extra monitor.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna ship it. My office
is giving you ideas. Yeah.
I'm living like a vagabond, my friends. You know where I'm sitting?
Where's the fake mic?
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Check this out, guys. So, just so you know,
There we go.
I'm all the way in. I'm all the way like technologically advanced here with this crazy ass Rode mic, and yeah, it's hooked to absolutely fucking nothing.
Good
Here's
mic,
the
though.
here's
Rode's a
the
good
end
mic.
of the mic. No, but let me tell you about my living situation right now. So I own a house, and my dad is visiting me, and my kids have their bedroom, and the only place I get to sleep is right behind me in my office. I got a mattress right here. I'm sleeping on the floor. Yeah, in my house, you know, Dad's still the king, even though I pay the mortgage. So he gets the master bedroom, and
I sleep on the couch, buddy, and I'm the king of my house. So you're doing
yeah,
okay.
your wife kicks you to the couch. You're snoring. Eh? Okay, let's get into some arm wrestling conversations here.
Yeah.
Brian, you know Victor very well, and you happen to know Clifton. Is there a way you can assess this match and set aside your biasness and just give it to us straight? What is your prediction? I can't. No, A, don't care who wins.
Yep.
B, just I'm hoping it's a war. It's my pick for match of the night.
Yeah, mine too. Mine too.
It's my pick for match of the night. There's going to be lots of crazy matches.
It's going to be a couple.
But I think I know Clifton, Diesel Strong, has a lot to prove. I know Victor is too contrary to lose. He's too he's too stubborn to lose. So
you know
when
what?
you get two guys like that, just something's going to happen. Somebody's.
I'll let you have it without bias, because I am biased. Even though Clifton's made it hard lately, you know, he's been being so supportive of the channel and sending us, you know, the bias is drunken. You know, yeah,
he's physically fit, he's good looking, he's strong, he's generous.
Wasn't it like $5,000 I sent you the other day, Brian?
That's bribery, straight up.
If you sent him $5,000, I'm going to take back what I was.
No, I did.
I was going to say, I just said he was a generous guy, because in Mac 2 or Mac 3, he sent us a sponsorship. Okay, and thank you, thank you very much.
He's a very supportive person. Clifton.
Yeah, so did you, Brian.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Right.
I really appreciate that. And this time we got different sponsorships. We didn't really reach out to the community this time, only because it's a well that I don't want to run dry. And I know arm wrestlers were not rich. The clubs are not rich. You know, the fact that they came to bat for us on Mac 3 was a blessing. It's on us now to like reach out and get corporate sponsors, and we were able to do one. So, you know, hopefully we can break even. That'd be fucking nice. Hey,
yeah, sure. Maybe a couple pennies in the bank too. Why not?
Maybe a couple. Maybe.
So,
if Clifton buys a pay-per-view, I think we make it. We make it.
So my opinion of this match, without bias, honestly, is if I was looking at it like without knowing either of them, but kind of knowing them just from a fan's point of view, I would say Victor's got lanes to definitely win, and I think Clifton also has lanes to win.
Pretty vanilla answer, actually.
Yeah, it is. But no, I'll explain a couple.
Okay, let's hear you.
Yeah, so like Clifton, from what I see, I think he's a lot like Hutchings in some ways. Not that he pulls exactly like Hutchings or anything, but if he's able to obtain, like, keep a lot of his pronation, even if his hand goes back a bit, he's going to be trouble, because he can still go sideways.
He's got a joint, right? He's got a joint.
He's got a very powerful side pressure for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, honestly, if Clifton's able to keep enough pronation that he can always drive sideways, he's going to be very, very strong that way. And it could, you don't know, right? Like he could be able to just rip Victor to the pad. Now, I also know Victor's hand control, and I know he's very impressive, and he works on things. He does certain things, not giving away nothing, because I know a little bit more than most. But if I know Victor, Clifton would be in trouble. I see Victor finding a way to take away Clifton's power, and applying his own power. So
I don't know.
It's going to be a really good match.
I don't know if he can take away his power, because I think Clifton is smart enough now to to apply power in multiple directions.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
at the
yeah.
end of the day, Victor is going to feel Clifton win, lose, or draw. This is a guarantee. I do see Clifton being an arm wrestling ninja. He really impressed me because I had like Clifton asked Victor, like in Mac 2, I was like, buddy, I think you're gonna get smoked in both your matches. Remember?
You said that, and he won the one and made a war out of the other.
I know. Because I was like, dude, I felt you. I felt like the other guys were stronger than you. I was like, come on, like I know. And he's like, yeah, trust me.
Victor's strong too.
He's like,
very strong.
I'm going to show you something. And I'm like, okay, show me something. And then I was like, holy, like Tyler Bozan almost had to go to the hospital. And he was bigger than Victor.
Oh yeah.
And Tyler, I got Tyler like this, like he's mega strong right now. Have you seen what Tyler looks like right now, Victor?
Beautiful, handsome.
Very, very
I was trying to go less gay. I was talking like listen, to each his own. If you think he's beautiful, I mean, I've called you guys handsome. But
hey, you can be beautiful without being gay.
yeah, or handsome, right? I'm old enough to be comfortable with my sexuality. So you guys you're younger than me. You're more handsome. End of story. But
really, in Canada, everything is allowed in here.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But Tyler looks like a Greek god right now. He's fucking ripped. But anyway, the point was you came in, you dusted a guy that was 40 pounds heavier than you, and Jeff Radford, who I had high regard for in his strength. And then you went life or death. You won the first match against Tyler, and I couldn't believe it. I almost walked out of the arena. I was just like, this is this is not computing, So I don't have any real prediction. I first of all, it's unethical for me to have one, but I do see where both of yous can have a lane. I know exactly what Brian's saying. I'll tell you, if you sleep on Victor, if you sleep on Clifton, you're going to go for a ride. I'm telling you, his side pressure is mega, and Clifton, if you're sitting there and you're not adjusting, the more seconds that go by, this guy's going to figure out where your holes are. So you guys got to. It's a game. It's a dance, right?
Yes.
And we don't really know until they say, close your thumbs, close your hands, go. And that's when we'll really know. But it excites me. This match more than any of them. Like, I mean, obviously I want to see Philip Larson and Wayne Withers because Philip just beat fucking Matt Mask. Which I didn't want him to take that because I thought Matt Mask's speed would be too much. Like, even if you're stronger than Matt, sometimes he wins just because he's just fucking explosive. And he took everything. I was shocked.
Well, he knew, he studied Matt, and he watched how Grundy, because basically if you block Matt high, he's got nowhere to go, right? If you're able to, if you're like, his lever was also longer than Matt's, so he did have some advantages on Matt.
Was it? Because I know Matt is very long.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Matt's very long, and for someone to have a longer lever, yeah, if you look at the measurements, Philip was 2.5 centimeters longer in the lever.
Oh, that's bananas. So let's ask Clifton, since he's the guest, he's the import, as we'll say. We'll claim Victor because he lives in Canada. He's ours. So Clifton, being the guest, we'll let you go. Is there anything that you feel like that you're okay to divulge in terms of tactics or how you see the match going? If you don't, totally understand. But is there anything you want to say about your opponent or how you think the match is going to go?
Well, I think everybody kind of knows where my lanes are. I don't hide it. Victor knows where my lanes are. I can't say that I know exactly where his are, but I have a good feeling. The biggest thing when I think about this match is everybody sees my old matches that are online, or they watch me how I do my workouts, or they watch me how I compete in tournaments, and they all think that I'm just a hooker and just side pressure, and that I have no hand, which actually my hand is significantly stronger than what I would say your average hooker would be. I don't like to hook into. I'm not a regular hook guy. I like to hook into the hand. I am a hand controlling side pressure individual. So it'll be interesting to see if Victor will be able to take my hand. I've seen some of his moves with his posting posting low hand top roll of how he sets up. That's a very dangerous move. I mean, it's it's one of those moves that if I'm not on my game can give me issues 100%.
Yeah, so like if you're leading with a supinated kind of like bottom of your fingers supinated hook, his style like, or we'll say if he's using the low hand top roll, certainly is the perfect counter for that. So that might be one of those stalemate center type of matches, you going in this way and him coming out that way. But the truth is it looks like your hand and wrist is solid, and it's going to take a lot of effort for someone to take it. That's the way I see it, and I do see it eventually going arm to arm. I just think that I don't want to say that Victor is the underdog in terms of strength, but if I had to put my money into a pile, I would say I have you favored. It's slightly stronger. I have Victor as a better arm wrestler. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And that's just what and you're right. And why would we say that? Because of what we've seen. What I've seen from Victor tells me he's an arm wrestling ninja. What I've seen from you is you're a diesel truck. You know? Right. And if you're telling me, I watched you put the breaks, and John Tarian was a savage. He is a savage. He was very fortunate to get that win, in my opinion. And I love John. I think John would admit it. That particular round, you were in the driver's seat. Other ref might have given you the win, to be honest. So that tells me something, you know?
And if you notice one thing with that match, everyone talks about, hand. Well, you got to worry, or like I got to worry about everyone's hand. If you notice that match, John never took my hand one time. My hand never went back, never head dumped here, never went here. It was all fast pins to be able to get me away. The last person to take my hand was Jamie Sheldon out of the straps. Prior to that was about 2015.
Wow. I wouldn't have divulged that. Just saying, that's information I probably would have kept in my pocket till after.
No, I mean he's gonna feel. Victor will feel the pressures that I give, which everybody that talks to me when I arm wrestle, they all think that I'm giving normal pressures that a normal person would, and I don't. I have for hooking. I'm saying I don't give those pressures.
Yeah, I'm concerned with how you think you're going to secure your hook. By the way. Just saying. It's just like there's people that catch, there's people that force, there's people that kind of lead to get hook, and there's push pass. But the problem with the max setup is it's not your setup anymore, right? So you're literally limited to the close your hands. Like, you get what I mean? There's you can't load, you basically have to fire into position, and it's the draw, right? Who gets to their spot first?
You can kind of load. You can load on. You can brace and load on yourself.
It's called a static load.
Yeah,
okay,
static
so
load,
I can be. Hey, Clifton, I just want you to make sure you see what I'm doing. Sorry. You can be stiff on, like, so that if someone pushes me, I don't move, but there's no directional pressure. It's not up, it's not side, it's not down. It's just steady. And that
it's a static hold.
And you're not entitled to knuckles to ceiling. So if you want this vertical post and I need to match your webbing, this has to drop. And if you want this vertical post, but you want this, then you're going to have to either open up here or your elbow. Do you understand? Basically, your fingers have to point to your opponent. It's just easier for the referees to get the straps on. And when we get you to close your hands, it's like you don't have one guy doing the BLM. Do you know what I mean?
Right. And I know it's different, but there's a lot of similarities. Remember, I was in WL for 14, 15, 16. So I know the setup of at least having to be close your thumbs, everything pointing towards your person. Yes, there are some differences in Mac, but at least I kind of have the realm of how that's supposed to be.
That's glad. I'm glad that you said that, because that means that Victor's experience at Mac isn't going to be overshadowing, because you do have some experience with the close your thumbs, close your hands. I'm glad you made mention to that. But it's true that the more you're on a Mac table, the more you start to learn some of the extras that you can do. Certainly with moving, certainly with effort and attack. Think about that for a second, guys.
Mm-hmm.
It is difficult to foul. So you're attacking, whether it's bang this way, bang that way, or boom this way. You don't have to worry as much about getting a foul off the front or something like that, because of the room you get to play with, and because you got about that much of Bob room. You know,
a little bit of clear. You can come a little bit up, and they won't.
You can't float. You cannot float. We'll call you a stop foul for floating, but it has to be a natural movement. You know, like it has to be something that we think is arm wrestling related. But if you're just sitting there trying to have extra height, then we're going to call you for an elbow foul. Even
and
if
you saying that that was one of my biggest things that I worked on after John Tyrion was speed of being able to hit. So I mean, I've been since literally a week after John Tyrion, I've been working on speed every month. I mean, I'm working on it consistently. And I don't know if Brian's ever told you, but I like training a little bit, just a tiny bit. So.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah.
Man, I wish I had your dedication. Oh, because like I get training, but I'm not consistent. And I have been going to practices, and I have been getting stronger on the table, which is pleasing to me. But dude, I would love to look like you guys, all fucking jacked and good looking.
Yeah, not to speak for them, not me. I don't feel that great lately.
But you're in good, decent. Well,
you look great. You lost so much weight, Brian.
Brian, you got a shape. It's just it's round, but it's a shape.
It's just a heavy guy. It's a heavy shape.
Plus me and Victor only have to look at this because we have small children that we have to protect as they grow up. So that's the only reason.
Yes.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this. You think I want to be there all day long?
I got grandkids now I'm gonna have to protect. Yeah.
Oh yeah, really. My kids are bigger than me. I have a 17-year-old, since 6'3.5", 340. He comes in, he's like, it's like, hey dad. I'm like, geez, it's got a deeper voice than me too. Like, what in the hell, you know? Yesterday, like it feels like yesterday I was changing the kids' diapers. All right, Clifton, I'm gonna save you from yourself before you give out your whole game plan. And
I feel like I didn't give any of my game plan out.
No, but dude, you were getting close. You were like, well then, you know, and then I'm like, let's Victor, because Victor's absorbing this. See how quiet he's listening. That's the sign of a cerebral ninja. All right, Victor, it's
just politeness. I let people speak.
That's it. You're polite. Okay. All right, Mr. Victor Belov. Just to clarify, because I've seen your name being spelled with an E. There's no E, right? Or like it's it's B-E-L-O-V, correct?
Yes. B-E-L-O-V. Yes.
Yeah, no E at the end. Like it's not Belov, like I love you, right? It's Belov.
I mean, I was thinking about that when I came to Canada, but I was like,
it's however you want it.
Yeah, you're like, I'm too pretty. I'm too pretty. I don't want the women to love me too much. That's what. All right, my friend, it's your turn to spill the beans. What do you know about your opponent? Don't say nothing. Lie if you have to. What do you about your opponent, and what are you willing to share about this match, and what are your thoughts overall?
I think that Clifton is a very strong dude, like much stronger probably than me, like in many movements. Just because I don't lift weights, it's hard for me to gauge with other people. But considering that Clifton is way above average on lifting, I would assume that my lifting power is not as nearly as his. But what I learned through a couple of years of arm wrestling, that arm wrestling doesn't necessarily mean how strong you are. It's all about positioning and outsmarting your opponent. That's fundamentally what I'm relying on, because I don't often have time to train, and I have to come up with other things to compensate my lack of strength. Fundamentally, finding the angles, finding the weak spots, finding how to throw the opponents off, to confuse them. That's what I'm specializing in. Yeah, I like to challenge myself. I'm not afraid of losing. I actually like losing because I learn a lot from losses, and through every single loss, I learned something, like how to adjust, how to change things, and when I come back, I don't make these mistakes anymore. I will give Clifton the edge on strength, and I will give myself an edge on technicality. How technically proficient you are in arm wrestling, how quick and versatile and flexible you are, how you understand the flow of the match and make adjustments accordingly. So all these things contribute. I'm very excited. I'm very, how to say, I really want to feel this hand power. So hopefully we end up in straps, because I like to challenge myself. I like to see where strong people are. And good luck to Clifton, but he doesn't have a lot of chances.
Okay. So, in Mac, we start outside the straps now. Okay, but when you slip, you go. When you slip, you go into straps and you remain in straps. However, if before the match you guys have a conversation and said, like, instead of slipping and potentially hurting our wrists and stuff, let's just go in the straps, you can do that. I'm not leading you guys. I'm just saying, Clifton, I don't know what your thoughts are, but if you want straps, I'm sure Victor wants straps. You guys can just say, let's go to straps. And I wouldn't make that call on this call. I would go home, think about it, what are the different variables? Because if one of you can win outside the straps, then do everything you can to not change that variable. I wouldn't, because the strap then changes the variable, and it could be the end of your run. So be cognizant of that when you guys are discussing whether you want to go immediately into straps or not.
Mm-hmm. I have an answer to that.
You have to earn the strap.
I just said don't.
I have an answer.
All right, what is it?
So I have a very good friend. His name is Dustin Houghton.
Yeah, I know Dustin.
Once we faced each other in a funny tournament. We had fun, and I offered him a strap. And what he told me made sense. He said, "You have to deserve it."
Okay.
What did I just say?
He probably said you have to earn it. He probably said you have to earn it, right? Because that's
you have to earn it. You have to deserve it. You have to earn it, like either or, something like this. Agreed. And I was like, yeah, it does make sense. So yeah, unless you earn the strap. No.
I gotta read this comment. I'm sorry, it's about Brian. It says Brian's stats are too powerful. He broke the cards. There's zeros across. The power of zero was so powerful. It broke the cards. That's so
I shared all that shit on the pod the one day, and it was Ryan Grunden that made the card, and then he made it three. Yeah, he made it. He made it again, and he goes, "I don't know what's going on. Every time I make it, it's just zeros. It's like 3 times in a row. It just keeps coming out zeros."
That's funny. Then Winnipeg Warriors Arm Wrestling Club says matches 50-50, but hand control and fatigue will come into play. Ordering the pay-per-view, can't wait for this killer match. I whoever said that is kind of wise. I actually kind of have it the same way. Like the hand control, whose hand gets pumped. Like if everybody, like, do you get what I'm saying? Like if Clifton is allowed to access his power the whole match, it's going to be a tough day for you, Victor. End of story. Like it really is.
Yes, of course. I do understand. I do acknowledge that a lot of my opponents, like I'll tell you what, every single one of my opponents is likely stronger than me in something. Should I worry about that?
No, man, you're. Oh, there's a private chat in comments. What is this about? The judge, I am here, and okay, Victor, that's your name in Russian.
Yeah.
Okay, that's so confusing.
Yeah, I know.
They got 4 extra letters. They got extra letters.
No, what is this? It looks like B backwards. B a backwards N. Fuck. Oh, I guess that's.
It's not a backwards N. They just have. It's a letter that we don't have in our alphabet. Yeah, what I'm learning.
Also known as a backwards N. All right, and a K, a T, and a OP. So you're like Bank Top. That is now
Bank Top. Yeah, that's my nickname.
Bank Top.
For life.
That is your name. That is your name forever, Bank Top. And coming to the table, Bank Top Belov.
Bank Top Belov.
That is your fucking name, bro. That's your name.
My Uber drivers get confused because my Uber account still, like, I created it back in Russia, and I still use it. And my name is written in Russian. And Uber drivers always like, "Are you Bank Top?" I'm like, "Yeah, I am."
Nice.
Hello.
Yeah, it's tough, man. I was trying to learn. I was taking a basic Russian course in language. Man, I don't know. I'm pretty dumb. Like it's not easy. Not easy. Yeah.
It's a very complex language. I don't know. I have a huge respect to anyone who even says one word or knows one word. It's already impressive enough for me.
Yeah, well, because it's so different. It's so different in English, right? Like that's the thing that's kind of tough for me.
What is it, Victor? Is it how do you say it again? Privyet?
Come on, Gary. Yeah.
Privyet.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
thank you, isn't it? Or is it?
No. It's
again?
hello. It's hi.
Hello, Privyet. Yeah.
Hi. Privyet. Yes, it's
That
hello.
was one of the words they taught, and I read it and everything, but then I forget when I want to say it. So. Yeah.
What's thank you?
Спасибо.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Спасибо. There are many words, Russian
Is
is very.
is that thank you? Спасибо?
Placebo?
Yes, спасибо. Yes, спасибо
Thank you.
is thank you. Yes.
Okay.
What is niet? No.
Yes. Нет, no.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yes
Yes, no,
is
yeah.
da. Da.
Yeah, no.
So it's just backward shit. I know.
Backward shit. It's
I'm
almost
looking
like
at it that way.
sentence structures. Yeah, Russian is got to be the coolest language. Like if you want to like intimidate somebody, you could be 65 pounds. You just start busting out the Russian accent. People are like,
I think this may help Clifton in the match. He should learn a little bit of Russian to kind of put
To
a pressure on me.
Yeah.
Like Victor, blah 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 blah.
That might do it.
Hey, I hear Siberia is cold this time of year. Send you back home to the gulag. Yeah. All right. So pretty vanilla. You guys are too nice. I'm not like it's just hard for me to be an asshole to people. Well,
not even being an asshole, but like saying some things or promising some results. I think it comes from the culture.
Yeah.
It's just in Russia we don't
Yeah.
get to say things like that just because it's treated as disrespectful and it's frowned upon. Brian knows me. I'm really a very chill guy.
Yeah, he just tells me off.
I know you guys.
He just tells me off.
I know what you guys
he's
are.
good.
You
Vic
guys
is
are
good,
warriors.
right?
You guys have that eye of the tiger inside of you. It's the match I'm most interested in, like in terms of from a fan perspective. Yes, I have invested interest in different results, and I'll tell you another match that I'm super interested in, just because I don't think anybody really knows what's going to happen, is Alain Goyer and Coach Ray. I think everyone is thinking that Coach Ray is going to run through Alain, but have you seen Alain? The guy looks
he's massive. He's fucking retarded.
The guy looks like he can run full speed, jump on his arms, and just fucking keep pace. Like, his arms look like legs. And he's under 180 pounds.
I never pick Coach Ray early. Like, I always say he's going to lose a few, but if he gets a stop by the third round, he wins.
Yeah,
legendary.
I think that's a fair statement. I think Coach Ray stops at any point. It would be smart for Alain to because Alain is a 100-meter sprinter. Like, he is coming out the blocks hot. Boom. Ray can. I mean, we already seen Ray at the Iron House take care of Alex Cordezier, right?
Well,
and we know how
he just won right and left at the tournament last weekend too.
He did. And Emil, that Swedish guy that I was talking about, he's coming. He's going to pull Blake Bouillon. And he gave Ray a good match in one of the matches. Like, you could argue that Ray fouled in a losing position in one of the matches. So even our undercard is banging. I mean, we got two guys like Richard Lovering, who's giving fits to Devin in practice, and Big Rig, Erica, I don't know how to spell his last name. It's D12.
Is that the guy from New York or something?
Deshevanovich or something? Deshevanovich? Yeah. How do you pronounce? Who was it? The other guy I wanted. Alex's last name, the one from Toronto who pulled Coach Ray at Iron House. Kasadze.
Kasadze. You know who you should get? You know who beat him though? And you know what? It pissed me off because Neil Pickup's like, Alex is the best in Canada. And I'm like, well, no. Kelly Leach beat him at Nationals, and Kelly Leach beat him in the super match. So you know what you should do is reach out to Kelly Leach and get him on one of these Macs. Because
Eugene,
Eugene too. Yeah, Eugene would be Alex all day, I'm pretty sure.
Like, there are some Western matches that I'm holding off because I still have faith that we're going to be able to do a Mac event in the West. And if we do that, I'm getting all the Western Americans to pull all the Western Canadians, and that's just the way it is. Because I got to tell you, you got Victor's come out and supported me twice now. Clifton, essentially, this is his first outing, but he supported me twice, right? You support the business.
Yeah.
You supported me. Josh, Dakota, Bellin, Sean, have been all about Mac. I got to get out there. We got to make it.
Killers too, man. We got some killers.
We got some. I mean, Josh.
It's not going to help you, Clifton. Not going to help you. It's not going to help you.
I'm just getting friend. Blood flow. Otherwise, I'll start losing my mind if I don't get a lift.
Clifton can't lift any. Yeah, he's probably is going nuts.
go some strong man exercises.
No, I didn't.
One arm pull up. Clifton, this is for you.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Oh, hey, believe it or not, I did one literally 2 weeks ago. I can do one.
Wait, Victor, did you really just do that, or did you stand on something?
No.
Victor does it with ease. Yeah.
Are you fucking for real? You just walked up there and did one arm.
Victor's really strong. I'm telling you. Yeah.
See, he stood on something. That was not as easy.
He did that on purpose. He switched.
That was not as easy.
Oh, no. Too heavy.
Yeah. All right.
I literally did it like 2 weeks ago. I've told Brian about it already. My buddy has in his basement, he's got 2-inch pipes to where you can do pull-up neutral grip. I haven't done a one-arm pull-up since I was 198 pounds, so probably like 7 years ago. And I went up like this and went and pulled myself completely up, and then couldn't do it anymore because it wrecks your shoulder big time, I feel.
You know when I was 198 pounds? Was 1997. I was wrestling. That was the last time I saw that.
97. That was I just
I was
left high school.
17.
I was
17.
96.
You wrestled,
I left high
Ian?
school.
I did, yeah.
I wrestled for 13 years and boxed for 7.
I could have been Lhasa. I was third at Lhasa. So
I
wrestled
wouldn't,
with everybody. So
I won IASA, but like I did
Lhasa back then, wasn't it?
Say again?
It was Lhasa for us. Yeah.
I'm in the East though. There's
Yeah, but I
4
was in Ontario. I was in
yeah. But Ontario has several different.
Okay. I just assumed everybody was Lhasa. Yeah.
No. But anyway, the point was, I was amateur wrestling before I was even in elementary school. It's a family culture for me, Clifton. Like my mother and my uncles are all Olympic wrestlers. My uncle Mad Dog has the. I think it's tied.
You're talking like WWF wrestling stuff like that.
No. I mean, they did do that. I'm just saying they started like freestyle Olympic style wrestling.
Yeah.
So that's how they got known, right? And in my family, my mother was the youngest of 13, and so all her brothers and sisters did actual amateur wrestling, and we had an old farmhouse. And
Zach's backstage, Ian. Yeah.
Oh, I don't see the where do
see restream? It pops up. It tells you. Boom, boom.
Okay, sorry, Zach. Sorry, buddy. I didn't realize I could go down. Like I'm pretty new to this.
There we go.
Yeah, the pictures now got smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah, just keep adding pictures. So you keep adding people, and we're not gonna see anyone.
So we had a farm out in the Eastern Townships. That's why my mother's American, because they're born like 2 hours from Montreal, but 20 minutes from the Vermont border. So that's why my mom's American, because she was born in Newport, Vermont, right? But the old kitchen was gutted out and wrestling mats were put down. And before I was even in kindergarten, I would wrestle all my cousins. And because my uncle was in the Olympics and my mom and they all competed, like at the time, the British Empire Games, which is the Commonwealth Games, I think. The British Empire Games, my uncle won it 7 years in concession. Okay. So I grew up in that thing, and then I went to London, Ontario. I was, and they had to like write a letter to let me join the school team because they only let you start in grade 4, and I was starting in like grade 1. Yeah, I was on the team, but I was also on the city team. So I grew up doing that. But then when I moved with my dad out east, the only wrestling club they had was the high school team, and I was only in grade 4. So that's essentially when I ended it, and I didn't get to wrestle again until high school. And I just asked the coach if I could try, and he's like, we got IASA championships next weekend. I swear on my mother's grave, I won it. Hadn't wrestled in years, bro. And I just showed up and I won it. I beat a guy from Elliott Lake.
Yeah, I think that's why I kind of got into arm wrestling, because I wrestled for 13 years throughout the years, summer camps for all year round. I wrestled literally all year round for 13 years. I took state title 3 years in a row. I took second in nationals in Iowa. And then I had scholarships through Phoenix, Arizona, and I turned it down because I just kind of got to the point to where I was burnt out.
Wrestling.
And I just said I was kind of just done with it. I still went to school and did everything that I wanted to do and that, I thought I should do. And then I boxed for 7 years for Lemon, South Dakota. Did really well in that, but the only reason I got out of boxing is because doing wrestling and boxing took a toll on me, going back and forth.
I can't believe the level of conditioning you must have had. Like, wrestling is... Like everyone says boxing's tougher. I guess you could be the one to speak on it, but I would imagine that constantly touching your opponent, trying to manipulate your opponent would be more taxing than boxing.
Wrestling to me is the hardest thing I've seen. Like, and even too, like I seen Victor posted something. What was that? Wasn't that like a Mongolian style wrestling or something?
Oh, it was Mongolian wrestling. Yes, it was.
Yeah,
fun.
and that's. I mean, same thing. It's there's a lot of. You have to be in shape. Like right now, like when I go to if I go to like a friend's house and there's like a house party and a whole bunch of old friends come, they'll ask me to wrestle, and I'll wrestle and I'll do good. But when it comes to wrestling, my stamina is not where it was before. You know, now I'm like, I'm getting older and I can't do that. But
I
yeah,
had
it
like
was
4-minute
it was fun. I
matches,
didn't.
2 matches, and it was pretty tiring. Like, to be honest.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but
Ongoing
I come
wrestling.
from
Yeah.
a wrestling background as well. I'm a wrestler myself. So
Oh, nice. Okay.
yeah, but not the Olympic wrestling. I'm a judo wrestler. Yeah.
Okay.
What does that mean? What is a judo wrestler? What does that
Jiu-jitsu.
mean?
Judo.
So okay, just judo. Oh, we don't
Judo.
we don't add wrestling to the end of judo here. But
No, but they're
judo,
Russian sambo. What's
I guess
Russian
judo
sambo?
is a
Isn't that like wrestling?
what is?
Judo? Russian sambo. Isn't that like judo?
Sambo. Yes, I'm sambo and judo, mostly sambo.
Yeah.
Wrestling.
Yeah, sambo's wrestling. Yeah.
After, send me a link of sambo. I don't know of it. I'd like to see what it is. Okay, Zach, fuck. Say something. Jesus, you're on here.
What's
Not
up?
for your good looks.
You're the damn air.
What's Zach's opinion on the match?
For these
That's
big
what we need.
arms.
Damn, that's actually not too bad. It's better than mine. Can you turn your phone? Join the
Oh,
club.
sorry, I have to join the
Be a
club here in a
team.
second.
Be a team player. You know?
I'll set it up like this.
One of these things is doing his own thing. One of these things is
There we
kind
go.
of the same. All right, there we go. So what's your
Okay.
you got I know you're buddies with both of these guys. Okay. But give us the skinny on it. What do you think? How is it gonna go?
Well, yeah, looking at it, I mean, if I was just a guy looking to bet and I looked at Clifton's performance before I saw Victor, I'd be pretty confident in Clifton, honestly, because the guy is so powerful. And he doesn't seem to. A lot of guys, me included, as the rounds go on, you can see the gas tank start to go. You can see it at a pretty constant rate. I feel like Clifton hits a point where he's got like a reserve tank and he kind of just can coast. So that's a really good asset to have, you know? And looking at Victor, I think a lot of people see his counter pulling and think, oh, he's a counter puller, you know, all this stuff. But he can be a very active puller as well when he needs to be, right?
Mhm.
He can be reactive. If the opponent's overactive, he'll be reactive so we can get more hand control or back pressure, whatever it is. But I feel like he's going to need to be a little more active with Clifton. I feel like if he just goes reactive, it might not be enough, right? I think this match is, whoever picked this, great match. Was it you, Ian?
Thank you.
It's a great match. Like, really hard to call.
I know. I think when I first brought it up to Clifton, I think he was slightly insulted. Slightly. Thought he deserved something bigger or better. And then I was like, dude, this fucking guy. I'm not doubting Victor. I did this game already where I'm glad I didn't have money on it.
Make sure you tell Victor it's because I had no clue who Victor was. I've never even heard his name, never seen a video.
Yeah. And then I said, listen, I said, pump the brakes, bro. I'm like, I know you're super strong, but I feel like Victor would give JT a go too, to be honest with you. Like I really do. And so, and you just gave JT a go. And in my mind, I'm like, one's a ninja, one's Diesel. I love those matches. And you're getting better too. Like you're thinking, Clifton is underrated. It's just
been pulling 12 years. Or 13.
Yeah, but listen, I know a lot of people have been pulling a fucking long time.
Yeah, I know that's true.
I mean, to be fair, like I'm kind of like that. Like on a practice table, I can do everything and explain everything. But when I get in the heat of the moment, I get real caught up in my move and my lane. And then sometimes I get, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, I'm going to do it. And then when I watch the video, I'm like, Ian, why don't you just do what you do in practice? And so like, I'll put myself in that category. I trust too much in my A side move to sometimes go to B side. You know what I mean? A lot of us old dogs come from like Taras Savankin, like incredible. But if he didn't win off go, then, he just sort of hung on, right? Today's arm wrestlers are evolving. You know, today's arm wrestlers are better than yesterday's arm wrestlers. That's just the way it is, and that's how it should be. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not going to take away from guys like John Brzenk and stuff like that. Obviously, when you can do absolutely everything on the arm wrestling table, you're just an anomaly and can fit in any time frame. Do I think the best version of John Brzenk, as good as he was, would be competitive at the very top of the super heavyweight division today? I don't.
Well,
Do I think his skill sets could allow him to be? Yes, but his top version never was able to get to the version that is currently at the top today.
No one in the supers though. That
Not
were
for the
like
supers,
huge,
yeah.
didn't have the technical ability to beat John back in the day. Now the supers are way more technical with that size and strength, right? So
yeah, that's kind of where I was getting at. Do I think John could be the very tip of the spear at a 205, 215, 215?
Mm-hmm.
Could he be the top at 215? That's what, 253?
He would destroy everyone in 250.
Sorry, 115 kg.
Yeah,
Is he? Yeah, I meant 115 kg. Is 115 kg is what, 253 or 255?
252.
252.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys think he could have been the top at 252?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At that cutoff, he would have a shot. He was so good with his flash press, man. Prime John, just boom.
Yeah.
I think you're totally right, though, Ian. I'll tell you why.
I would say 105 for sure dominates even the best 105s today. Because, I mean, we've seen him compete with some of the best 105s today. And even though he lost, he gave them a go. You know what I mean?
Oh, he almost beat Iraqli.
There you
Iraqli's
go.
right around there. But Richard Lupke's was from that golden age. And when he pulled Devin in Vegas at Arm Wars, he said that he never felt the strength that Devin showed him that day. And Devin's way stronger than he was then now. So if Richard Lupke, who was back from that era, said Devin felt crazy he never felt back in like 08, today it has to be a way different level.
I did everything I could to avoid bringing Mr. Lupkis, a legend of the sport, in this conversation in a negative light. But thank you for that. Yes, that's a good like, you know what I mean? Mr. Lupkis is a goat of the sport. And he was.
Yeah, can you imagine if he trained just for arm wrestling, though? Where he wasn't into just like the gym so much and his whatever farm or whatever. If he actually trained like a professional arm wrestler, Lupke's could have been.
This is Richard Lupkis. That's what he did. That was
that's it. Yeah.
That was his move. Like, I'm gonna dummy you, and he was very successful with that. But I mean, do you guys remember his match versus Saplenkov?
Yep.
Oh yeah, Tsiponkov struggled a lot.
Pretty good hook war.
Yeah, Arnold's.
So I don't know. Did Richard get a win on him, or was it just Saplenkov's win? I know it was a crazy match.
I don't think
Richard never got a win.
He never got a win.
That's too bad.
Close.
But it was a hell of a match. And at the end of the day, Saplenkov knew who the fuck Richard Lupkis was.
Well,
probably
Saplenkov there's interviews of Saplenkov talking about that Richard Lupkis was one of the strongest guy, if not the strongest guy he's ever arm wrestled, that he was very surprised with his strength.
And at his age, he was old then, guys.
Mm-hmm.
He was old then, and Richard comes up, and Saplenkov is probably used to being the biggest, strongest, baddest man every time he gets to the table. And then this guy blocks out the sun, and he got gray beard, bald, puts his fucking leg on the table, most people's leg, and then just goes like this, boom, like Saplenkov was like way up. Like,
then he said that he underestimated Richard.
Yeah,
he said that he didn't expect that much power from this guy, and when the match started, Dennis quickly realized that he's in a big trouble.
Yeah, they really had to work. Who won it? Was it Michael Todd that won that day, or was it
Michael Todd beat Dennis after Dennis and Richard had a match?
But Saplenkov won the next day, right? because was the next day.
Yeah, it was 2 days tournament. I'm not sure which day is what.
I
but
think Saplenkov won the day.
Dennis flopped him the next day, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was it because it kept the intrigue about the Devin and Saplenkov match, right? Like, because I know some of the numbers that were thrown around for that match, bananas. What tried to make that match happen, but anyways, it happened unfortunately when Devin was at the top of his game and Saplenkov was coming back. It would have been nice if they did it in their prime. But it is what it is.
They done it right when they did it left.
Yeah, they should have.
Dennis didn't want it.
No, Dennis didn't want it. Dennis didn't want it, which is kind of unfortunate because he was ready for Pushkar because I believe Pushkar was supposed to pull Dennis that day right-handed, right, Victor?
I thought that something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
Well,
Yeah,
I think
Dennis
Devin got the shit
was supposed to pull Pushkar.
Okay. So Dennis really should have taken that match, and I actually do think he probably would have likely won that day because I think the new Devin learned from that day. I think he got the lesson of what.
Ian, do you know what the ugly truth is? Is that Devin will never know who was stronger, him or Dennis.
Mm-hmm.
He will never know.
Mike Tyson.
He can boast about like beating Dennis, but Dennis was impaired. Like he was after surgery, after recovery, and all these problems, health issues. And Devin, I think it really is him from inside that he will never know who was actually stronger.
That's why he despises Dennis in a lot of ways. I think.
Well,
I think
for that reason. Yeah.
I don't know if it's that reason. I mean, I think
the hammer.
I think the hammer's what gets to him.
I think that's why the hammer bugs him more, though.
Yeah, maybe. But
I'd be pissed about the hammer too, though.
I think he knows what kind of offer was given to Dennis, and it's like, how can you not accept this? Like, it made no sense to Devin. I think that really bothered him. And then when Dennis got sick, Dennis. I still believe Dennis beats 90% of the arm wrestling world if he's 1 foot in the grave. You just
probably 95, yeah.
He probably doesn't beat Devin in Devin's current shape. And you're right, Devin will never know. And he was right arm dominant at that day when he pulled Dennis, but Dennis looked so good. I hate to say it, but Dennis looked healthy and strong and enormous. It would have been a big ask for Devin to win the right-handed match, but we cannot ever say either way. So you're right. It probably does get him. It probably does.
Did he relinquish the hammer, Dennis?
No.
I think so. Yeah.
I don't understand. I thought he was going to. Yeah, I thought he was going to do it. So I hope
did he?
Well,
I think he gave it away to someone. I think Morozov or someone. I'm not sure. So eventually, I think the hammer went away.
I think it belongs to Vitaly now, doesn't it?
Well, then
probably with Vitaly or whatever.
Then it needs to be contested, right? Because it needs to get back into circulation. Right now, the right arm is staying at Levon's and probably for a very long time.
Until he
very, very, very long time until a 400-pound Devin comes in. Could you imagine? You like that AI Devin? Have you guys seen the AI?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
He could be Levon.
Like, yes, that's what I want to be. But man, I for Devin's health, I hope to God he doesn't try to do that. Like,
he won't. He won't do that.
I mean,
he's taking some time off, right? So
he has to do health reasons now because he's pushing it.
Yeah, he's doing health reasons. I also think I don't want to speculate, but I think it's probably just a good time for everybody for Devin to take a step back for a couple of reasons. One, look, he's the golden goose. Arm wrestling is going all those nice paychecks everybody's getting probably has a lot to do with Devin. Devin walks away. How are those paychecks going to look going forward? I don't know.
Yeah, we'll find out.
See it stabilize, right?
Yeah, we'll see. And then when they say, how come my paycheck is 60% lighter than normal? Well, guys, you signed a petition against your golden goose.
Well, I can tell you one thing right now. The Easterners that kind of did that, okay, they are not thinking about some of them I said they didn't have all the facts, though. So not all 27 are still, it's not still 27 anymore.
It's only 2 confirmed. Zauer and Gennady are the only 2 confirmed.
Yeah. So they weren't thinking, okay, well, how do we have fame? How do we make a paycheck? Those are all things they weren't thinking about if they crush East versus West, for one, right? And another thing is, do they want to go back and just be WAF competitors again? Because there was great arm wrestlers, but a lot of people didn't know who they were until East versus West developed. Then we said,
hey guys,
who's the guy? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Brian, what I want to say, just to add to your points, is that you can't underestimate the importance of speaking the language. The absolute majority of them, they don't speak English. They have broken communication and a lot of confusion because of that. So, I believe that maybe it was interpreted in the wrong way, confusing the athletes. So, especially Russians, not many people speak English.
Yeah, no, that's true too. Yeah, that's a really good point, actually. But when you think about it, though, let's say the ones that even do speak English, right? Like some of them, that now without that world stage where the West and the East get to come together, there's a good chance they get unknown. Because, like I said, I didn't know who Samusha was. The guy's amazing, world champion, amazing. I love Samusha. But if he didn't go on East versus West, would I have known who Samusha was? Maybe
there's
I would see him.
There's a lot of guys that can claim that.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm just giving a few examples, though, right? There's tons of guys, but I can't. I'm not going to list all the names. You know what I mean?
I mean, one of my favorite that Matt beat recently, Angarbayev.
Yeah,
Angarbayev. I wouldn't have known about Angarbayev, and he is fucking brilliant. That's so crazy to me. I looked at Angarbayev as one of those guys that could potentially go from the weight categories to become one of the best of all time, and then then he loses to Matt, and maybe, but then it kind of derailed him quite a bit. I think
it does.
Who's the Kazakh that's really lefty guy, Asian?
Nardalet?
What are you talking about? Alijan
Murat.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was thinking Nerdalette.
Amazing. But you imagine we didn't find Alijan?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of guys that got exposure, and now, if there's a fracture, and I'll be the first to say this, hear me out right now. Guys, Mac representative, do not want to see East versus West go under. I don't think it's good for arm wrestling.
No one wants.
The tip of the spear is absolutely East versus West, and they are the best chance as it stands to get us to the next level. And I believe in the concept of all high tides rise all ship, because I know that I know that people are typing in arm wrestling looking for East versus West and stumbling on Mac. I know what's happening, right? And so we need more arm wrestling out there, and hopefully people start stumbling across Mac. I know it sounds selfish, but guys, we just don't have the promotion dollars to go out there. And you know what? We are kind of riding their coattails, and they know that, and they're happy that we're doing it. You know why? Because we're also providing them talent and new opportunities for guys that would not necessarily get on a big stage, and then they do a recce on us, and then they start saying hey man, come on over, Philip, come on, Alan Ford, John Terrian, Jocelyn Brisson, what's the other one, Brandon Alcessor. Who else am I missing? We're only going into our 4th show, and we've given 6 guys at least. I think 7 even.
Alan Ford,
and Josh Bellin. Josh Bellin's going to get a ton. He's going to get.
He would have won that tournament too if it wasn't for
Brad Grundy.
I mean,
why is Brad in there? He's already in East versus
last minute. I know.
Let the fucking new guys that are coming up to.
I think it still made Josh look good, because I told Dexter, because I talked to him the Wednesday night before the event, And I said, watch for Josh. He goes, my friend from Malaysia is coming. I'm like, well, your friend from Malaysia will lose. Josh is going to beat everybody. But I didn't know Grundy. I didn't know Grundy was going to be there.
Yeah, Grundy's the X factor there, you know.
Yeah, he showed up and just signed up. But when I was looking at the list before, I'm like, Bellin is going to rip.
It was supposed to be pre-register with like limited slots and stuff, but apparently
that's what they said.
Let
but
anyone
obviously
join.
not. Yeah.
Look, I think he didn't hurt himself. He introduced himself as a big giant man, and people, even Neil Pickup was like, "This is a big fucking dude, right there."
Neil Pickup, that's good. I'm glad Neil's seen him now too.
Oh
so
yeah,
I have an idea.
And I don't think Neil said anything like disrespectful.
No,
disrespectful. He was just like, Matt Mask is the bigger name. We need big names on the on the card. And you know what? Listen, if Mac has to be the way that Josh gets to be a big name so we can get a look at EVW, so be it.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm really thinking that Mac 5, win, lose, or draw, he gets a shot. Look, what has Josh done since his loss? He's won two fucking
everything.
He's won 2 national titles. He beat Pork Chop. He went through the field of a very deep class, only losing to Brad Grundy. And I'm telling you, I know he's stronger than Brad. It's just Brad's one of those conundrums. If you've never pulled him, you're probably going to lose just because of his technique. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But like, if you were to say, you know, let's go in a slow pull, who's stronger? I think fucking Josh just dummies him, in my personal opinion. But so Josh
almost pinned him, but he got fouled. He did blast Brad, but they hit him with an elbow foul. He almost had a win on Brad. Yeah, very close.
There you go. Right. So that tells you something. So I'm thinking whoever wins between Wayne and Philip will likely have Mr. Bellin to deal with at Mac 5.
Wow.
Maybe earlier.
Hell yeah.
Maybe. But Mac 5 for sure. And I would love for Mac 5 or Mac 6 to be out west. Just
me too.
We gotta make it happen. We gotta get some tables out there, and we gotta get some things done. But anyway, guys, Clifton hasn't said anything in an hour, so I think
I was letting you guys talk.
And we've gone on for almost an hour 20. Is there anybody got anything to say? I mean, guys, if you're in the chat or you're going to see this later, in order for Mac to continue to be viable, we need your support. Like, you want to throw a sponsorship, we can do something with that. If you want to buy the pay-per-view, the link is in the description. And if you're in the area, there's a site that you can buy tickets. So please, like, if you believe in Mac and you want to one day participate, get into a Challenger Series, get seen, support. And I'm telling you, everybody who's supported us, we've reciprocated, or we're trying to.
For sure.
Case in point, we got 2 athletes right here that are on the main card that have previously supported Mac. So it's all family, Mac Nation.
Well,
right,
in saying that, before you let us go, question in the chat. It just kind of goes along with the support thing. What are your thoughts on the up and coming team event for Tough?
I love it. Like, have you guys seen the jerseys?
Yeah.
The hats, the jerseys, they're fucking
awesome. No,
their clothing line. Their clothing line is fire. The team concept is great. They're using Mac tables, Mac rules. I'll be in attendance. I'll do whatever they want me to do. If they want me to ref, they want me to do some commentating. I'm just a bum. I'm there as a fan. Like, I love what they're doing.
There's an interesting thing too. So we got a Calgary team that, you know, I might be on if I can get over this injury real quick. But we definitely got to get some tables here. So we're going to be talking about that too, because we're going to be expected to have Mac tables here if we have an event in Calgary. Let's say we go against Vancouver, or you know what I mean?
Yeah. So those will have to get out there. I mean, from having Mac tables out west will promote 3 possibilities. Obviously, a Challenger Series, you guys could run in many different areas of the province and or out west.
Yep.
You need it for the team event, and possibility is having a MAC numbered event, which is the Super Bowl, right? For us, for that stuff.
Yeah, just give us a table. We just want to have some fun.
I agree.
We're too tired of the regular tables.
You get
Just
a
give
table.
it to us.
Give everyone a table.
Yeah, you know who gets the first. I think if I hear of people getting fucking tables out here west, and I don't get a fucking table, you're gonna be
that too.
Not liking me anymore. Yeah, I tell you.
Oh man, listen.
We've been begging for Mac tables.
Hey, whenever I get that $1 million sponsor, trust me.
No, I'll even use my own fund.
Every province and every territory and every state, they'll have a representative with a couple of MAC tables, because that's the only way. That's the only way we can grow our sport, right? Is getting MAC tables out there, you know.
Ian, how much is the table?
Yeah, so it's 1,200 USD. It's 1,600 Canadian. Dude, they're fucking 163 pounds. Like, you know what I mean? They're and the table I built for Brian Shaw was 280 pounds.
Oh shit!
Because it was built into a metal stage, right? 6 foot by 6 foot, and the tabletop.
Holy cow.
The tabletop was essentially, we had to refurbish it. We had to take it apart, the tabletop, because it was so heavy and so thick that it was an inch wider, or this is not wide, this is thick, right? It was an inch thicker than EVW tables. It was Sorry. Yeah, you go ahead. I know. I
just want to say that if you ever decide to ship the table, like talk to me, because I'm in logistics, right? I can find like the best rates for you for shipment.
Okay, well that's part of the reason why I don't ship them, right? Because it's expensive, and then the shipping, because it's so heavy, it's a problem. I'm hoping one of you guys, you know, make a fucking road trip down here. I just did it. I drove Brian Shaw's table to Colorado and back. Damn. That was 24, 25 hours each way. With Matt Oliver. No bullshit.
It's a little further from here, though. But yeah.
All right, gentlemen, I need to not be talking to you guys anymore. And I have so special guest, Clifton Erickson, USA, Victor Belov from the United States. We got the judge, Brian, and Zach from the Through the Fingers podcast. Check them out. When are you what's your dates, guys, that you go on live?
Tuesdays and Sundays.
Tuesdays and Sundays at 1800 at 1800 hours.
It'd be 6 p.m. Mountain Standard, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard.
There you go. Also known as 1800 and 2000 hours.
5 p.m. Pacific.
Yeah, I don't do
1700. Yeah. You don't do Army time. It's actually not Army time. It's just it's the 24-hour clock that the rest of the world uses. All right. If anyone got any last things to say, no.
I wish you luck, Clifton. Wish you luck.
Buddy. Me too.
Good sportsman. Good sportsman. All right, everyone. I'm going to end the stream.
Okay.
Thanks for having us on.
Peace, everyone.
Bye.